Good morning, this is Janet Wakeland with RemARKablyCreated.com and the Remarkable Stampers. In today's session of My Digital Studio Monday, we're going to go ahead and look at the grid tool within My Digital Studio, as well as the zoom feature that's going to work in conjunction with it to help you line things up amazingly quick and easy. As a scrapbooker, I tend to take hundreds of photos, and many times just one photo on a page isn't conducive to using all of the beautiful photos that you've taken. But then the challenge arises, how do I get a lot of photos on one page? One of my favorite go-to layouts is a simple grid format, and that's perfect for showing you what I want to show you today. On the screen in front of you, you will see an example of what I'm talking about and what we're going to create. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a few things kind of sort of on the page, a la cooking show live on TV, pull it out and we're done. So what I've done is I've added an eclectic overlay to the back. And I know that I want my box to be 3.5 by 3.5. If I lay it up here into the corner, and I put my marker here on that little gray box in the one corner, I can see it's 3.5, and here it's actually just inside 3.5. So I've got my one box, and I've got my next box, and I've got my next photo box. And let's just leave those there for right now. And let's just go ahead and bring in some photos of some flowers. I'm not going to stress over getting them in the exact order of the original one that I had done, but we're just going to go ahead and bring some in so that we have them. And we can do just like that. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we're going to click here on our toolbar here. And you see this little grid look, or I can come up here under View, and I can also click on Show Grid from here. Either way. The grid lays on top and doesn't impede your ability to slide your photos around. Now, if you're like me and you wear bifocals and you can never find them, this feature is going to be great for you. You're going to come down here in the lower right-hand corner, Zoom, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it larger. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring my photos down and I'm going to line them up using this grid feature, just like that. And now I can go ahead and slide along. Oops. Let's just do this like that. And so now we've got 3. So now let's go ahead and fit to window. And I'm going to take the grid off for just a moment. If I shift my key down and put my cursor and click on each one of my images, you can see that it went ahead and it put little gray boxes, which means they're selected. Now I'm going to go ahead and group them. And I can go ahead and copy, edit, paste. This is just a little time-saving tool for you. And let me just quickly get all these other ones off the screen because I thought I was going to show you it that way, but I'd rather show you the little time-saving tip at the same time. Give you a little extra bonus today. Let's just get these because we won't need them. Delete. So we'll just kind of bring this down like that. And go ahead and put my grid feature back on. I can zoom it. But I've also done all of these at one time. And I can see that they're lined up. So go ahead and, oops. Well, that's okay. Gives me a chance to do this. And fit to window. Turn this off. And let's go ahead and paste another one in. I actually want 9 boxes. There we go. And we can also then put the grid back on. And we're going to go ahead and line these up. If your eyesight's great, you don't need to zoom. We'll go ahead and take that off. And now we're going to go ahead and arrange, select all, arrange, ungroup. So now we've got them ungrouped. And we can go ahead and I'm going to delete this middle box because that's where I want my text to be. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill that with white paper instead. Whisper white. And now to show you one other quick tip. And I would be able to add my text. But now I also want to layer all of these as one uniform layer. So let's go ahead and let's put our punch on here. And we're going to drag it so that it's bigger than my photo. We're going to go ahead and color fill it. In just a second, we'll color fill it. It hasn't had its coffee just like I haven't this morning. And now I'm going to go ahead and right click, and now I'm going to put send backwards, and I'm just going to keep doing that until it's behind all of the elements on my page. Send backwards, send backwards, send backwards, send backwards, send backwards, just like, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. I want the paper to go backwards. There we go. Send backwards, just like that. I could easily do the same thing all over again if I wanted another layer behind this. If I wanted to go ahead, I could just go ahead and I could add another layer, just that easy. Color fill it. And turn this to espresso so it shows up. And we're going to go ahead and go send backwards, send backwards, send backwards. There you go. Now the red's there. And then one other final touch that I did on this page. Let's see if it's this one. Nope, I have the wrong punches up. So let's just come down here under. Let's open this up. Sorry, it's being slow. I know I've been telling you guys for a while that I'm going to be getting a new computer. One of my missions while I'm in San Antonio at Stampin' Up's Leadership is to look at all the different laptops, iPads, little mini netbooks, and things that all the other demonstrators are using, and literally use them as my kind of like my survey pool and talk to them about how they're using them and in what conjunction. So then I just went ahead and added 2 corners. We'll just copy that, paste, and flip it around. So there you go. Real simple, easy way to use the grid to go ahead and line up photos. You can also do the same thing with alphabets, stamped images. You want ribbon to be in a certain alignment. You want paper to be in a certain alignment. The grid tool is an absolute great feature for you. So let's show you the finished page again so you can see what it looks like. A little bit neater and more lined up. But there you have it. You can also lay the grid tool over the top to make sure. One final tip for you. Let's lay the grid feature over top. And you can use it to see around the borders that you have, a symmetrical border based on the width and the number of lines. And then one last thing, when you come up here under Edit and Preferences, you can actually change the spacing of your grids if you want your boxes to be a little wider, fewer boxes per square inch. You can go ahead and change that when you come up here under Edit and under Preference. So hopefully you'll be able to create amazing straight layouts using the grid tool. So have fun creating, guys. Take care. God bless.